This is the other China, the one the world almost forgot. Where the clouds thin and the sky takes over the earth, a golden temple clings to a jagged peak, as if placed there by the heavens themselves. This is Laojun Mountain. Legend says that over 2,000 years ago, Lao Tzu, the ancient sage of Taoism, came here seeking silence. Not to escape the world, but to rise above its noise. There are 99 bends to the top. Not just a test of strength, but a quiet reminder of Taoist wisdom. Balance comes when you move with nature, not against it. Above 2,000 metres, the world below disappears, and only stillness remains. The temple, rebuilt in the Ming and Qing dynasties, sits perfectly aligned with the mountain's energy, following centuries-old feng shui principles. Even today, pilgrims come not just for the view, but for the feeling. Because standing here, where philosophy meets sky, it's easy to believe that truth lives somewhere above the clouds. A honeycomb of caves clings to a towering cliff, its paths stitched together by narrow wooden walkways and centuries of devotion. This is Maijishan, the wheat stack mountain, named for its rounded shape, but remembered for what lies within. Since the 4th century, monks and artisans carved over 7,000 sculptures into its rock face. Many built from wooden frameworks covered in clay, shaped with exquisite care. From palm-sized Buddhas to giants towering 16 metres high, their features tell a larger story. Gandharan influences from India, Persian elegance, and Chinese realism, all shaped by the currents of the Silk Road. Unlike the stone-cut Buddhas of Longmen or Yungang, these figures feel more delicate, more lifelike, more human. Over 12 dynasties, Maijishan became a sanctuary for spiritual seekers and a canvas for evolving faith, each cave capturing a different moment in Chinese religious history. Yet its purpose remained, to guide the soul inward, toward stillness. Built into a fault-line cliff, it has survived earthquakes, empires, and silence. What remains is more than art. It's a meditation carved into the bones of a mountain. Perched on the tip of a spire and wrapped in drifting clouds, this is one of China's most breathtaking temples, and one of its most remote. This is Guanyin Temple. Built during the Ming Dynasty over 1,600 metres above sea level, it honours the Bodhisattva of compassion. The summit is too narrow for more than a prayer. There's no road, only a steep hike, a wooden bridge, and the quiet determination to reach it. Locals believe that prayers offered here rise straight into the sky. And standing this close to the clouds, it's hard to argue. At first, it looks like a red wave. Thousands of wooden homes flowing across a mountain valley. But this isn't a city. This is Larung Ga, the world's largest Tibetan Buddhist academy. Perched 4,000 metres above sea level in remote Sertar County, Sichuan province, it was once home to tens of thousands of monks and nuns, living, meditating and studying in quiet determination. The settlement is divided into male and female quarters, and everything here is self-contained. Dorms, temples, libraries, even cremation sites. The academy was founded during the post-Cultural Revolution revival of Tibetan Buddhism, when faith returned quietly to the mountains. The Nyingma school, one of the oldest traditions in Tibetan Buddhism, remains central to its teachings. The striking red colour blanketing every rooftop symbolises purity, humility and spiritual focus. For many years, hardly anyone outside these mountains knew this place existed. But inside, life went on. Quiet, steady, and full of purpose. There's a calm rhythm here, built on discipline and shared belief. It's the kind of life you rarely see in today's world. People living not for themselves, but for something greater. Fanjingshan is one of China's 5 sacred Buddhist mountains. A place long seen as a gateway between the earthly and the divine. Its most iconic feature is the Red Cloud's golden summit, where 2 temples sit on twin rock spires over 2,300 metres above sea level. One is said to be dedicated to Maitreya Buddha, the other to Shakyamuni. A narrow stone bridge connects them, suspended between peaks, sky and silence. The name Fanjing comes from Fantian Jingtu, meaning Brahma's pure land, and the summit is believed to be the future site of enlightenment for Maitreya Buddha in the Mahayana tradition. For centuries, pilgrims have made the steep climb to this summit, not just for the view, but for what it represents: balance, rebirth, and elevation of the spirit. The dramatic split of the summit reflects Buddhist ideas of duality: two paths, two states of being, one sacred purpose. And even today, surrounded by mist and sky, it remains a living symbol of devotion rising above the noise of the world. In the middle of the Gobi Desert, surrounded by golden dunes, there's a shape that seems too perfect to be real. A crescent of deep blue water curving gently between the sands. This is Crescent Lake, an oasis that has held its shape for over 2,000 years. Despite the dry winds and shifting dunes of Mingsha Mountain, the water never disappears, fed by a hidden underground spring. Beside it stands a small temple pavilion, a quiet shelter once used by Silk Road travellers. A resting place where stillness met belief. Even now, reeds grow at its edge. The sands rise around it. And the crescent remains a quiet symbol of resilience, balance, and the wonder of surviving in the harshest places. Carved into a riverside cliff in Sichuan, the Lashan giant Buddha sits with calm hands and a gaze that's watched over water and pilgrims for over 1,200 years. At 71 metres tall, it remains the largest stone Buddha in the world. It took 90 years to carve, all by hand, beginning in the Tang dynasty. Legend says the monk who started the project, Haitong, offered his own eyes to prove his devotion. But this wasn't just a monument, it was protection. Built at the meeting point of three rivers, it was meant to calm dangerous currents. And it worked. Even today, the Buddha endures, a fusion of faith, nature, and human will that continues to bring peace to those who pass beneath it. In this place, mountain and meaning become one. As the local saying goes, the Buddha is a mountain and the mountain is a Buddha. Along the Yi River near Luoyang, the Longmen Grottos hold more than 100,000 Buddhist statues. From towering Buddhas to tiny, delicate figures just centimetres tall. Work began in 493 AD during the Northern Wei dynasty and continued for centuries. The most famous of them all, the 17-metre Vairocana Buddha, was commissioned under the rule of Empress Wu Zetian, the only female emperor in Chinese history. Her image, some say, inspired the Buddha's face, calm, commanding, and unmistakably royal. More than 2,300 caves and niches line the cliffs, filled with inscriptions, prayers, and carvings that trace the evolution of Buddhist art. From Indian-influenced forms to a distinctly Chinese style. These grottos weren't just religious, they were political. Created in a Confucian world, they used faith and art to project imperial authority, turning devotion into a tool of order and unity. Longmen remains one of China's greatest stone archives, a masterpiece of faith, ambition, and artistry. And even now, the faces in the cliffs watch in silence. Worn by time, but still speaking through stone.